I've woken up. I've needed to go to the bathroom. It's like 3:30 in the morning for me. And I've just turned on my iPad just to see, checked in on Foodie, and yes, we have a vlog. We have a travel vlog. She's gotten on the plane and she's flown to Kuwait and she's filmed it. So let's watch it together. I was like Team Middle East. I thought she'd gone, but it's been confirmed. Confirmed. Foodies in Kuwait. Let's go.
I am super excited. I'm waiting for the bus. I took a taxi to this location. The easiest, fastest way, you know, the key is almost done for, so the best way for me to get to the airport is by bus. I have to take an airplane in Montreal airport, so I'm going to take a shuttle bus from Ottawa to Montreal, and I'm going to take it from the University of Ottawa express bus. It has a bathroom, everything. I'll show you when I'm on the bus. All right? Thanks for joining me on this adventure. It is freezing. It is 13 degrees Celsius. I like it to be around 20. Guess what the temperature is in Kuwait right now? Well, I'll tell you when we get there. Yalla. This is a public transport.
Okay. That's our first yalla of the day. It does look pretty cold there, which is good because she's in a lot of layers. She's got a little wraps on, her head wraps on. We're catching the bus. We're getting a bus. I thought she might get like a bus service or something, or I actually thought she was going to be catching the plane from Ottawa, but no. Sorry guys, had to yawn. It's very early in the morning for me. No, she's catching it from Montreal, so she did get that Montreal flight. But we're getting on a bus, everybody!
Out of service anyways, but this is where I'm supposed to get picked up. Also, for your own sake, I promise to limit the amount of times I say yalla in this vlog.
Oh, thank God.
So I pretty much just packed my one suitcase and this carry-on bag and my purse.
I had guessed one large. That looks like a medium, but one large and one smalls plus your personals. So that looks about right. She is expecting to be buying a lot of things over in Kuwait because that is not gonna, or she hasn't packed much because she's not anticipating on being there very long because that is not going to last her 3 months. But we do know that Foodie does like to buy clothes instead of wash clothes. So that should be enough luggage for at least a week, and she's just going to buy everything else over there. Salah has, as I mentioned, I'm sure he's cleaned out a drawer, and I'm sure he's cleaned out half of his cupboard so she can put all her goods in there with him. Yes. Oh, and I did want to point out, we are using a weird vlogging voice. It's not as annoying as the condescending teacher voice, but we know it's not the natural Foodie voice. It's a weird mix in between. It does get on the nerves, but not nearly as bad as the condescending teacher voice. But okay, it's the vlogging voice. It's the travel bug voice. Bye-bye. Cold. And welcome heat. That's frightening. Okay, so we're in the Montreal airport. We've made it.
I'm here at the airport. And I'm looking for my check-in gate. So, for Qatar Airways, let's go. Oh, how Canadian. Moose. So my gate for my airline is, or my check-in, is like 500 to 512. So, a little bit of ways. I have comfortable shoes.
That is more walking than she's done in the last month. She hasn't done this much walking since she went to the botanical gardens with Koki.
Skechers are where it's at. So I'm not gonna eat on the. I'm gonna probably eat on the plane. We get meals on the plane, but I'm about to go through security. So I'm having a water and a mango juice at this Middle Eastern restaurant outside of the check-in.
Now, we think this is a good idea. Well, I do anyway, because we know that she's got the dodgy bowel. She does not have a reliable gut system. So I would not be plopping anything in there because we want to be limiting the amount of use of the toilet as much as we can. Now, I've paused on the seats right here because, yikes, they are narrow. That is not going to be comfortable for Foodie. She says she has a window seat. Now, I don't know whether that's right or not, but these are small. She's not going to fit comfortably or easily in one of these. Oh, foods. It's going to be a long 12-hour flight.
All the way at the back. Cool, has a pretty cool screen, entertainment screen. 12-hour flight, you want that? Earphones.
Okay, so she has a
Place
window
to charge
seat.
your phone. I don't know what this is.
Okay, so she has a window seat, right? And there is a seat beside her, one seat behind. So there's two seats. Okay, so 1, 2. I thought I saw rows of 3, but she's clearly sitting by the window. Now, there is no way that tray is coming down. Look where her tummy is. There is absolutely no way that she's going to be able to get that tray down to eat her meal. And look where her leg is. She's right over onto that second seat. Like she's like the gap. Oh, but it doesn't look like there's anybody sitting next to her so far. Let's see. I wonder if we'll have to see the person next to her, if anybody ends up sitting next to her. If she would be the luckiest person in the world if nobody sits next to her because, yeah. Maybe she did buy 2 seats. We'll have to see. We'll see. I wonder if we'll find out because, God, yikes. There is some serious spillage going on here, guys.
You also get some earphones. And you get a blanket. And we are flying soon. Very nice music. So this was the first meal that was served pretty late on the plane, a miniature Coke.
Okay, so the tray is down. I'm suspicious. I'm thinking that she has actually bought 2 seats and the seat next to her is empty, or she is the luckiest human being in the world and nobody's sitting next to her, because there is no way she could put her tray down. And this meal is served on a tray. But that do be looking good though. What have we got? Full fat Coke, because we cannot be giving up the sugars. She needs at least sugar. If she can't have any other DRUGS's, she's got to at least have the sugars. Everybody knows what it's like to go through withdrawals. Ooh. Okay, so what else we got? We got a side dish, some dessert, it looks like, probably water. I love those little mini waters. Aren't they just the best? They go in your handbag. They're so good. And some bread. Is that bread? Looks like bread. Oh, she'll probably tell us what it is.
Can, a miniature water bottle, cutlery set, a refreshing towelette to wipe your hands after, a piece of garlic bread, and the main course, which was some kind of curry with rice. It was pretty good, actually. And then you have a couscous bowl with mint and a sweet dessert that was actually way too sweet, but it was like a cookies and cream thing, and I didn't eat much of it. Overall, very...
Do we believe that she didn't eat that dessert? Like, she didn't eat every crumb that was put in front of her? That is normally... The food that she's just been served there is a snack. That's what she would eat as a snack. That does look like it's pretty good food, though.
Good meal. Also, they give you this little...
I've got to go back.
That was actually way too sweet, but it was like a cookies and cream thing.
I just want to check out the seating arrangement.
Overall,
that is the seat beside her. That's not the tray in front of her. That is the tray beside her. She bought 2 seats. I'm sure of it. They've served it beside her because they can't serve it in front of her because of the tray. I was right.
Very good meal. Also, they give you this little snack.
That looks pretty cool. Now, the food that she's been served while on this plane has probably, flavour-wise and nutritionally, been the best food she's probably eaten in months. And the correct proportions for somebody. Now, that's pretty sad with airline food. Unless you're in first class, airline food is the best food that you've probably eaten in a long time. And the right amount of food. This is probably 1/5 of what she eats in a day. And she's probably keeping it down, it's a good thing too, because I wonder if she used the bathroom this whole time on the plane. That is a big question, right? We all want to know, what was the bathroom sitch? So this means the picture was real. Okay. All right. We sleuthed it correctly, guys. That's a pretty cool picture. That's pretty good footage. I will admit that. That looks awesome. That's when you get excited. Is that when you get excited when you're going somewhere and you see the place and the plane has to circle around and you know they're going to be landing soon? And I know after a really long flight, you're just like, I just want to get out and I just want to stretch my legs and I want to wash my face and I want to wash my hands and I just want to take off like these dirty clothes and just maybe even change into a new shirt or jacket just to freshen up. Those are the things that excite me when I just start to see the place that I'm about to land. Is that means I'm getting off this plane and I'm going to be able to get to my taxi, to get to my hotel, to get to a shower and climb into bed and go to sleep. Fancy. She got a specialty cart to get to where she was going. Okay, here's a couple of reasons why. Her feet were so puffy and swollen from the flight that she couldn't really walk. She's requested it under medical reasons. She told them she's got some medical issues and she requires assistance. Or they offered it to her because they could see she was struggling because, yikes, ma'am. Or her gate was a really, 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 really long walk and she just would not get there in time. I'm assuming she's told them she's got medical issues. She didn't want to walk that far because her feet were too swollen. That's what I choose to believe. Conspiracy, whatever.
Excuse me.
That Canadian lady coming through. Womp womp. Beep beep. Beep 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 beep. I bet she is rat-facing herself like crazy. She can't contain herself. She's almost at Salah. She can almost taste it. He's so close.
The flight to Kuwait was only an hour and a half, but Qatar Airlines was nice and gave us some nacho chips, guacamole, salsa, and an orange juice. It was actually...
Now, I've flown quite the bit. And is it just a Qatar Airlines thing? Anybody's flown Qatar, let me know. I have never had beautiful, soft purple mood lighting on a plane before. Gives such a lovely ambiance. I've only ever had that stark, bright, plain lights, or when all the internal cabin lights are on, or the little yellow reading lights that are above. I've never had mood lighting on a flight before. That's a bit fancy. Has anybody else had that before, or is this new? Is this a new thing?
really good.
Okay. Now, I would be anticipating that Salah's going to be meeting her at the airport. Whether we see him or not is another thing. Now, I would think that she would be filming him rocking up to get him on camera. Would you? I would, because I'd be like, yeah, I'm really here, guys, and he's really, truly real, and I want to get video evidence. And if they're going to get married and if they're going to be vlogging together, then I would be wanting to show him on camera as I roll up. But we have to see. We've got to get our bags first, guys. We've got to collect our stuff. Is he going to be waiting for her outside? Is she going to be getting a cab? Is there going to be somebody else meeting her at the airport and taking her to Salah? What's going to happen, guys? Oh, are you on the edge of your seat? I'm not on the edge of my bed, but it's getting good. Okay, this means that Salah is filming her, or someone is filming her. Why are you so shy, Foodie? Why so shy? He's your main man. He's your main squeeze. You know each other so well. Now, she's probably shy because she's like, yikes, no filters. He's getting a real grasp of what I really look like. And she's like, oh my God, this is so ridiculous. I actually do not know this person. This is so awkward. That's what I'd be thinking. But someone is holding a phone and someone is recording her. Why is he not on camera? Why is he not on camera? Until I see him, I'm not 100% believing that he's really real. She could have paid someone 5 dinar to film her to make it look like she was collected at the airport. To be continued. Sorry about the hair, guys. This is I've just woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning hair. So, she's gotten on the bus. She's gotten on the plane. She's flown there. She's met her transfers. He's picked her up at the airport, allegedly. So this means, what does it mean? It means she's in the Middle East. She didn't lie. She's not sitting around in her room in Canada. She's actually in the Middle East. She's actually done it. The games are afoot. Are we going to see Starla on camera? Are we going to see the romantic botanical garden walks that she's always dreamed of? Are we going to have couples vlogs? Are we going to have couples videos? Are we going to have the giggling foodie that we know sitting there on camera with her little bow? Is he going to give us the same energy that He Who Shall Not Be Talked About on this channel gave us when he was with Foodie? Or is he going to be fake excited to be with her? Or is he going to be genuinely excited to be with her? Until we see him on camera with her, we're not going to be able to gauge the energy and the chemistry between them. This is getting interesting. Now, I want to know what your thoughts are, what your questions are. 1 out of 10, how excited are you? How shocked are you? How disgusted are you? What are your conspiracies? What are your theories? What are your allegedlys? Let me know in the comment. I want to know. Let's talk about it. Like, please comment and subscribe if you like the video. Yalla. All right, guys. Bye.
I 한여름에 더 나은 겨울 너와 있을 때 I swear 체감온 더 zero 폭설한 그 chill day 꿈에도 I wasn't aware 나만 빼고 넌 모두에게 참 친절해 배신감이 들어 단판이 태도 머릿속